They go meshing with the trash. In my mind, there are thistles just waiting to be pushed by me. And we dig root, and we dig out. The sun is setting in. My mind's still running. Thistles are closing in. And we dig root. Oh, we dig root. Yeah, we dig root. Become one with me. And we dig root. Oh, we dig root. Yeah, we dig root. And keep going.
Welcome to Start Here, episode 2, and we're going to keep carrying things on. My name is Cody Parsons. I will be interviewing some guests today with my boy, Mr. June. Give me a high five, June. Some shakes. We're here with Nashville-based Year of October. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Doing good.
Glad to be here.
Introduce us to the band so we know who everyone is.
I'm Josh, and I play guitar.
I'm Felicia, and I sing.
I'm James, and I play drums.
Now, I met you guys, Josh, Felicia, it's been a number of years ago now, probably like 5 years ago or so. Mm-hmm. It's probably 2018 or so, I feel like, is when I met you guys around that time period. And you guys kind of break the mold a lot compared to a lot of other bands. When I first met you, you were playing as a two-piece with a singer, and I was like, all right, I'm getting the vibes from it, really cool. So I was really excited to get you guys involved in this and bring up your also because you're one of the most active bands I have close ties to, too. You guys literally play all over the freaking country. And mad props to you for that, because it's hard out there in the mix. But we wanted to bring you guys to start here today and kind of get a little rundown about who Year of October is and like the story of how you guys came about playing rock and roll.
Yeah, me and Felicia, we started the band back in 2010.
Yeah.
And we had been dating for a few years, and we're married now. But we started the band basically like in college, like like her last year at college, and started off just the two of us, doing more like acoustic stuff. And as we were writing and meeting new people, it just kind of evolved from there.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Kentucky originally. He's from Lexington. I'm from near Paducah.
Okay.
James is from Georgia.
Georgia boy.
Georgia. So was it naturally like the draw of Nashville and Music City that kind of brought you guys pursuing the band to Middle Tennessee?
Yeah, being in Western Kentucky, it's only like 2 hours from
Right,
where I'm from,
Paducah,
and
exactly.
so like I always really enjoyed Nashville, and us wanting to play music full time, it was like
Made
the
the most
perfect
sense.
spot that was close. Yeah.
So what's the details behind? You said 2010 is when the band started. That's not many bands at all can say that at all. That's the thing. But where does the name come from?
Like when we first started playing, it was just me and him, and it kind of felt like the music you'd play around a campfire, and so kind of like spooky. It was a little more folky back then, so like kind of spooky sort of folk, and I felt like it was like that feeling of fall.
Okay.
And so I think October is the best
Right,
fall
autumn,
month.
yeah.
So taking that kind of feeling of like spooky and going year round, and just like spooky good
Okay.
fall, and
So-
that's where it
all
came
right,
from.
Makes
yeah.
sense. Makes sense. All right, excellent. Not the first drummer though, right?
No.
No.
Right.
You never are, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. That's very well put. But were you guys? You said you started as the acoustic act. When you got to Nashville, did you naturally start to try and develop to go for a full band sound? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we had already, when we were in Lexington, we had already been playing with several different drummers,
Okay.
just kind of doing some stuff up there. And then we moved to Nashville without a permanent drummer, and it was just kind of figuring stuff out. Yeah.
Right.
And when we first got to Nashville, actually I was playing bass in the band, and it was a very different lineup, and we were kind of, I feel like the first couple of years was like getting your feet wet and
Yeah.
figuring out
Finding
how
it
to
around
do
it.
it. And, yeah. And I started playing guitar in the band in 2013, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And after you went there, you're like, well, this is naturally where I'm going.
Yeah, he kept saying like, "Oh, we need to find a new guitar player. I want to switch back to bass." And I'm like, "No, you are our guitar
You are
player.
our
You're
guitar
not
player.
switching back now."
What do you mean switch back?
And now that he's the guitar player, he tells everyone, I'm actually a bass
I'm
player.
actually a bass player.
Classic.
Every place we go.
Okay, so when you said it took a couple years to kind of find your bearings in Music City and to kind of like assess the landscape, because I know it's really hard for anybody coming down. You shuffled through some members. How did you come into the picture?
I moved to Nashville in 2016
Okay.
and played in various bands for a few years until I met these guys. I was playing with another band, and we played a show with Year of October at that time. And then it was probably 4 or 5 months later they called me and were like, "Hey, do you want to
What
play?"
band was that by chance?
Who was I playing with then? Was that Milk People?
It was
Milk
Milk
People.
People.
Milk
Yeah.
Playing with a band
I was
called
at the
Milk
Blue
People.
Bear Barn.
It was at the Blueberry.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. So you guys didn't remember the gig because it was like, that's going to be our drummer one day.
We were like, he good.
He's good, yeah. I've definitely been the perpetrator in that exact same situation before. I'm like, who is this
He
guy?
did
Who's he gonna be
offer.
like?
We
offered.
didn't just.
We had a
Steal.
fill-in, and he was talking to us, and we were like, "Yeah, the person who's playing with us now isn't permanent."
Right, right.
And James was like, "Well, you ever need anybody?"
Holla.
Yeah.
Give me a shout, dude.
Yeah.
Josh was like, say no more.
I just
Yeah,
want
that
to
was
ask.
that was 2019.
Yeah.
2019, okay.
Yeah, he joined in.
I just want to ask, like, what are the biggest challenges like you being in this industry as a band?
I would say the biggest challenge is, well, finding the right people is definitely like most of it, I think, and then I would just say persistence.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what I was gonna say.
like
It's
the-
sticking with it when so many.
Finding people that you can stand to be around.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of challenges. So like on any given day, one of them could outshine the others.
Yeah, like
But
we do pretty much everything ourselves. So we're our own booking agents. We run our merch store. We do everything, run our online bases.
I was going to
and
bring
everything.
that up. Out of persistent acts that I know of too, as a promoter, as a sound guy, as somebody in the complete mix, you are easily one of the most persistent acts like in this region.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to delivery, like live show, you guys always have your merch on lock. Everything it's a well-oiled machine, and I admire it admirably. So.
Oh, thank you.
Like I know it
Appreciate
takes
that.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Let's backpedal for a minute. You said coming in early. You guys kind of started as the acoustic duo, kind of more based around some spooky stuff. When did you probably, I'm going to assume you naturally always kind of wanted to do the band thing. It started as the acoustic thing, but you're like, I'm ready to play guitar.
Yeah, I think like 2013 we were working, we recorded an album in 2012, which was Stories, which was our first album. We didn't have a permanent drummer. We had a friend come in and play drums.
Right.
I even played drums on 3
Classic.
or 4 songs. And I feel like that album was to get shows, because it was like you had to have
True.
something out, and it was also
Absolutely.
just to get, kind of get your feet wet.
Yeah.
And then in
Get your name out there.
2013, I switched to guitar, and we had Greg playing drums with us.
Yeah.
And we started touring a little bit with that, and it just felt very natural. Songs we were writing, I think it was always like the goal to write full band.
go
Like
to get
I
there.
think we wrote with the intention of it being played by a full band. We just didn't always have the people.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. For sure.
yeah.
That's the hardest part. Baby.
yeah.
When you made the transition from the acoustic act and you started playing guitar, Josh, and the sound, the influences change a lot? I imagine when you're looking at certain angles, you have to approach it from, whether dynamically from an acoustic way, or if you have 2 guitar players, a bass player, 2 drummers. God forbid.
Absolutely, yeah.
But-
I think it definitely did. I mean, me switching to guitar, our previous guitar player is extremely talented. He's more like a little more chilled out blues.
Different kind of guitar
it's
player
like,
than you, okay.
We were, different kind of. And he wasn't. He was never really going to drive it, or anything. And
It's a little jazzier.
a little jazzier. And then when I switched to guitar and we didn't have a bass player, I was like, all right, we have to. Our first show we played with that lineup was me and Felicia and Greg, and I'd switched to guitar, and we had about 10 shows on the books, and I was like, we're not going to cancel them. I'm just going to make it work.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous, and the first one was at the basement, and it was really really packed, and I had one pedal. I had like a tuner pedal, and I bought a fuzz pedal from a friend, like the fuzz I have.
Yeah.
And that's all I had, and it was one of those things. I think it was out of necessity. And honestly, like, I hate to say getting through the gig, but it was like figuring it out as you were in front of people a
And
little
slowly
bit.
it kind of like started to define your guys' sound.
Yes.
Because now when I think about it, Josh's guitar tone is like half the sound of the band a lot of time. Mixing with your vocals, Felicia, it's the whimsicalness of what makes the band what it is. And if you would have went with a different guitar player or a different approach, stylistically, who's to say any of that would be remotely the same?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that was probably the big transition. I guess the transition for you guys was the determining factor of the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who can you reference though? You have any artists you can throw out that you guys really, really love?
I mean, yeah, we love a lot of.
I imagine
stuff.
so.
Like
Well, in regards
Good-
to influences from
The Dead Weather.
The Dead Weather,
Rocco DeLuca.
Yeah, Rocco DeLuca's awesome. I'm a big, I'm a big soul guy, so like Otis Redding.
Okay.
Like Sam Cooke.
And I mean, like
then,
in my like melodies and like writing and stuff, I mean like Nora Jones and like Chris Thiele of the Punch Brothers,
Okay.
and yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd go for like Clutch and bands like that.
I was gonna say, man, you have your drumming is right on par with Clutch. I was gonna ask you if you.
Dude, John
I
Paul
was-
Gasser's the man.
I
dude.
swear I was gonna ask you if that was one of your. This is my brother's favorite band,
Right.
so
They're great.
I was like, oh, bro, he's a Clutch fan. I can tell.
Yeah, Clutch is awesome.
Back, you said to Nora Jones.
Yeah.
See, I can hear some of that in your vocal melodies a lot too, and a lot of times a lot of people won't think of bringing 2 opposite worlds like that together really hard. And you mentioned the Dead Weather. That first record is freaking perfect,
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
and like it's
Allison
so
Mossad
good.
is a goddess.
Yeah,
I
we
love
like-
her.
We love the Kills.
The Kills rule
Yeah.
too, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like-
that's another one I wondered if was naturally going to come in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between fuzz guitar and like rip your face off,
Mm-hmm.
which there's my biggest qualm with a lot of like female led acts is and no qualms to anybody because there's so many different types of art, but I am very much like captivated by a grab you by your balls front woman. Like that's what I want when I go. I want to see a girl that I'm like, this chick could kill me. And I'm here for it. So I love that dynamic of the band.
Yeah, they have to hold me back every once in a while.
I imagine so.
So I want to ask you, say you've been touring, right? You've been band for almost like more than a decade, and you're touring across the country. I just want to ask if there's any memorable tours, like locations, like sessions that you have that you can share for us.
Spicy tour
Yeah.
stories.
The Colorado tour was funny. Our van died 2 months before or a month before.
It was a month before.
And we ended up touring in my Honda CRV.
All three
with
of
the three
us
of us
with all of
and
our
the drum
stuff.
kit.
Oh, wow.
We had a topper with all the
Man.
stuff.
I don't recommend
don't
it.
recommend it. Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, it was silly.
The
But
shows were
great.
Great shows, yeah.
Yeah, great shows.
We
At
played,
Left Hand,
Just
the
travel
Left Hand show.
arrangements.
Yeah.
No little.
We played Left Hand Brewing out there,
Okay.
which
It was so cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
Killer
I want to go back out there, but in a van.
Yeah, we have a van now. But that was very memorable because
We
we
had
were
a guy pass out and turn blue and almost die at a show.
Louisville.
EMTs were coming in. We were playing with
Volk?
Volk.
Yeah.
They
We were playing with them.
They were in the middle
man.
of a song, and this dude is we'd already finished.
Cowpunk. Took the air out of somebody.
We'd already finished playing, and so we were just hanging out. And the dude had bought us some shots and stuff, so we knew the guy a little bit. He's a big, tall dude, and all of a sudden he went to shoot pool, and he fell back into the wall and turned blue.
Wow.
And the person's playing with him just kept playing.
And the Volk was like, "Do y'all want us to
Volk
stop
stops.
playing?" And they were like, "No, just play something softer." So the EMTs are running in to save this guy, and they're still playing.
And they're just he's like over there like just playing like one song for 10 minutes.
Laura Jones.
Man, the show must go on.
And the guy ended up being fine. Like they got him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was
And they let him come back in and pay his tab.
Oh man,
It was
You
a
go back
crazy
in and
night.
pay your tab? That's
And the door guy who was very drunk kept joking, but he kept trying to charge the
EMTs.
right. It's like,
He's
no,
like,
you
he's
guys
like
don't.
$10. And he'd look at us and be like, "I'm getting you guys some money."
Of course he was. I mean, that's good. That's good comic relief to make light of a kind of bad situation.
Yeah.
And the origins of Goose Crusher.
Oh
we hit
my
a goose,
gosh, yeah.
You guys hit
One
a
of
goose?
one of his first shows that we played.
That
I
was
think it
his
might have been
first show.
the first
Yeah,
show.
the
Your
first
first
tour-
show ever out
Yeah.
with him, you guys hit a goose?
Yeah, we were driving back to Paducah. We were playing in Paducah,
Where'd you guys play
Kentucky.
Paducah that night?
PPW.
Nice.
Yeah.
PBW forever. Paducah Beer Works.
But we were driving back, and we had just gone under the bridge for Western Kentucky Parkway, and we were talking about
We were
Zelda.
driving there.
Yeah, we were driving.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we were
yeah.
driving to Paducah, and I remember this
talking about
because
Zelda,
we were
yeah.
talking about Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and they were talking about
Hang gliding.
hang gliding, and we were talking. I was so excited, and then all of a sudden we're driving 80, and this goose just flies out in front of me, and I can't miss it. So it hits the windshield, and it flies off, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
We're all,
Yeah, we just hit a
sussing it.
goose, and then we get to the venue, and it's literally the crack in the windshield was the round body and
And
the
the
neck.
long, slender neck.
So yeah,
man.
So we
it
hit
was
that goose,
terrible.
and I remember hitting it. You saw its feet hit
But
like
as soon as we hit it, I was like, as soon as we get there, and I tell someone this happens, everybody's gonna be like, "Did y'all pull over and pick it up?" I was like, "It's Western Kentucky.
Right,
That's
you knew
how
how it
it
was
is."
gonna
I knew.
go, right.
We walk in,
You're
we
like,
tell
"That's
my
good
dad,
goose."
and Dad was like, "Did you pull over and get it?"
Yeah,
and I was
but you
like,
couldn't
"No,
get it?
Dad.
Why
Dad,
would
we
I
hit
do
it at 80 miles an hour. That thing is
Yeah,
gone."
that's gone. It's incinerated.
I think that might have started us naming songs incorrect names before their real names.
Yeah, because Black Widow was originally called Goose Crusher, and we changed it because we thought PETA might come after us.
Right. I mean, smart. Speaking of, how many? I know you just released your newest record. You guys just released another record. Which number is this?
it's that's number 5.
Number 5. That's a feat that very, very few. How many people can manage to keep a band together for one record? Much less 5.
It's crazy.
Tell us about the new record. Tell us the name of it. Give us a rundown about it.
It's called Keep On Fighting, which I feel like is probably the main thing of our band. Anyways,
Right.
just
It sounds like it.
persevere
Fighting
through all
Goose.
odds.
Anything else out of the mix?
But yeah, we wrote a lot of it in 2020 when we were stuck at home, which I feel like a lot of people did.
Right.
And yeah, it's pretty heavy and pretty angry.
I know you guys just got a bunch of really nice vinyl printed for it. You got some stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are a vinyl band through and through.
Yeah, and it's definitely. I think it's the most personal album that we've written.
Yeah.
It's very. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very dark creepy at times and heavy, and it's my favorite thing we've ever done, and I'm stoked that it's out.
It's kind of got that cooped up energy.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
playing
just,
drums on it then?
waiting
Oh,
to
yeah.
bust out. Yeah, he's played on our last two on
he's
Wastelands
on-
You
and
played
Keep
on
on
the other
Fighting.
one, the one before
Yeah,
it
yeah.
too. Do you guys? I know you're also a recording guy, Josh. Did you record everything yourself?
Yeah, I recorded everything. We did it in me and Felicia's home studio, and James came over and we knocked it out.
You guys just in Nashville then?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, and on on this new album, we did everything in there, and it started recording it. I think so. We usually do what we've started doing is we'll write 3 or 4 songs and then tour on them, and then record those 3 or 4, and then write 3.
Okay.
So that way you're not doing
Yeah,
10 at once.
exactly.
And you can kind of get them the way you want them live.
Yeah, and you can kind of test them out.
And
a
with
little
having
bit
the
and see
home
what works.
studio,
Yeah,
we
the home
have that
studio,
ability
we
to
can
test
we're
them
not-
out. We're not paying studio time
Yeah,
anywhere.
so it's nice because we can really get them honed in, playing in front. Try some stuff live, and okay, I don't like this fill, or
Because
whatever.
there's a couple we recorded, and then 6 months later, it's like, oh, we kind of do this a little differently now.
Right.
Yeah.
It develops
Record it.
differently
Yeah.
as you play
we
it live.
we recorded
Absolutely.
about 3. I think we recorded 3 or 4 twice on this new one. And James is on Wastelands and Keep on Fighting. And actually, the first practice we ever had with James, which is when I knew, I was like, all right, this is
the guy.
This
We
is
good.
This is the guy.
He's a dude, yeah. Cause he came in and we ran the set. It was 40 minutes for PPW, and then I was like, he's like, y'all want to play anything else? And I was like, I had this riff, and we wrote Black Widow, and then the second practice we wrote Grievil. So we started writing Wastelands immediately.
The chemistry was just off the. That's why you're like,
Yeah.
this is the guy. This
Yeah.
is the guy
Yeah,
we've
this
been
is the
waiting
guy.
on.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
Don't you think that the gear that we have right now, compared to 10 years ago, the accessibility when it comes to recording and stuff, isn't that a game changer at the moment?
absolutely,
Yeah,
And
it allows us to keep doing what we're doing
Right.
because we do I make our music videos, we shoot live stuff. James has cameras, and so we shoot the live stuff, and then I make the music videos
Everything
and we record.
in-house.
So
Yeah,
we
pretty
do it all.
We just can't print our own vinyl.
Yes,
Right,
if
right.
only we could figure that out.
Not yet. Not yet.
by a press.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
But
So, what do you guys feel like is in future for the band? I know June said you do tour a lot. What do you guys average in a year? Probably 60 days. 50,
We
60?
played about. I think last year we played about 110 to 120.
See?
And then
That's
double what I was saying.
2020. Obviously everything got canceled.
Yeah.
So we probably played before it got canceled. I think we played about that year we were going hard. I think we played about 20 a month before it. So we'd played about 50 shows, and then the 2019 we played about 200.
Dang, man.
We definitely try to stay busy, and
There's
we've got a
so
lot of-
few people that can say what you just said.
We,
so few people.
we definitely have a lot of stuff on the books. We have our Nashville album release show at the Cobra on May 26th.
Yeah.
Who's on that bill?
It's us.
Resistance House Band
Resistance House
and the
Band.
Dangerous Method.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The homies.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be a good time, and then we have quite a few dates on the road in June and July.
Right, and that y'all are geared up for a busy summer with the new record.
Absolutely, yeah.
How would you feel as a tribe, as a group, if the right bass player did come along?
I mean, we're not opposed to bass players. He would just have to be perfect.
I feel that.
A good hang and plays what's right for the song. Because the
Right.
good hang is the biggest deal.
I mean, because you
And-
spend
Right,
23
spend a
hours
lot
a
of
day
time
on
together.
stage.
Yeah.
We even get people come up. They're like, I want to play bass in your band, and then I'm like, it'd be
you
cool,
really?
but I'm like,
It's like
probably can't play as much as we play. And then
We're 8 hours from home at this point. And they're
Right.
like, hey, we want to play
Yeah,
bass.
yeah.
Like, okay, this is good.
yeah, we're in
Are
Florida.
you sure? You sure about that?
I'm always like, hi, I'm Josh. Just to make sure. But no, I always appreciate that people want to play with us. It's definitely a good thing.
It's good sentiment.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Do you have a so right now? We're all a bunch of filmmakers, student right now. Trying to give you guys our energy when it comes to filmmaking. Do you guys have any advice for upcoming artists, like musicians? Like you say, you've been doing this for more than a decade. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of challenges. And what do you have any advice for them? Kind of to make sure they keep on going, having that persistence.
Yeah, definitely just keep the persistence. And I think the biggest thing is stay true to yourself. Because I think that so many people try to change who they are and what they do just to like get popular or maybe get like one person to notice them. But I think the biggest thing is being genuine in a creative field, because it's so much more believable, and someone is going to love what you do because it's genuine, and it may touch them in a way that if you were trying to be someone else, that it wouldn't.
True.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. To add on to that, I think too, like, and just kind of talk about the persistence thing is like, don't get. I always tell like young people, like, don't get too high or too low on any show. Like, if you have a great show, enjoy it. But if you have a bad show, which happens just as often, if not more sometimes, you can't take everything personally. It has to be, you try to keep everything even keel. Because like, I had a person recently, I won't say, but they were like, this Nashville show we're playing will make or break this band. And I said, if that's the case, then the band's already done. Because I'm like, one show, no matter how big or how small, shouldn't.
Especially in a market like that.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, this is going to kill you because people are going to walk out of your set. I mean, in Nashville, it's going to happen, and it's not necessarily anything that you did.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
it's
going to happen. So don't take anything personally.
And I'm sure.
I'd say to add on to that point is, just always play the room like it's full.
Yeah.
If there's 3 people in front of you, play like there's 100 people in front of you, and vice versa. And then also always just say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, just say thank you.
Humility goes such a
Someone
long
comes
way.
up and says, "Hey, your set was great. It was awesome." You don't want to say like, "Oh, well, I dropped a couple sticks there and messed up that one part." Just say thank you.
Yeah.
Always goes back to that. Do you guys have any upcoming shows that you guys want to promote?
Yeah, the album release show May 26th. That's really the one that we're pumping up.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're going to be on the road a lot.
Trying to think.
They're playing Tour de Ville with me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
That'll be awesome.
At
I'm
Rebel.
stoked about that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Rebel
Clarksville
House.
show. That'll be fun.
That'll be cool.
We got some love for Year of October down up in Clarksville.
I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be
That'll be a
awesome.
banger.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. And we're back at PBW on May
20th?
May 20th.
And that's like home.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much
my
just
home.
Like,
Yeah.
That's who's some of you guys close Paducah friends up there? I know you got a bunch.
We
Yeah.
play with we're playing with Has Holiday.
House Holiday.
Okay.
Haas Holiday.
Nice.
And they're good friends of ours.
Yeah. When we play in Murray, we play with Barely Blue.
Yeah, you know
and we
Cookie?
play
Yep.
Yeah, Cookie's
Cookies
awesome.
and
And,
killer
High Noon
guitar
Moon,
player.
Jared,
Yeah,
I know
High
you
Noon
guys
Moon.
know
Yeah,
those
that's what I was
guys.
about to say. Yeah, we
High
just
Noon
played
Moon.
with them. A great show in Murray. It was fun.
Tracks.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bantha.
Bantha, yeah.
And
Boys.
the tracks, yeah, dude.
Yeah, Daniel.
My babies.
Daniel's the man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
But yeah, guys. So congrats on the new record, and good luck on a really busy summer. It sounds like y'all are going to be busier than dang near anybody else I know. But we appreciate you guys coming and giving us the rundown today.
Yeah, thanks
man.
for
I
having
appreciate
us.
you having us.
For sure.
This
Thanks,
was
man.
great.
We'll see you guys next time, man.
Yes.
Ha!